In the last episode, we built an enormous industrial district consisting of 10 extremely powerful farms. Like for example bamboo, which is great because in 1.20 you can turn bamboo directly into wood. But unfortunately there's one more thing we have to get out of the way before updating to 1.20. And that is to build the most powerful guardian farm I could design. Even though I haven't actually designed or built a guardian farm before, I knew about the general process. Get rid of the ocean monument and the ocean, then use bubble columns to transport the guardians into a kill chamber. But before destroying the ocean monument, I wanted to save one of the elder guardians since you need mining fatigue for an advancement. This obviously went perfectly well. Just kidding, I died multiple times and lost most of my gear. But eventually the elder guardian was safe, far away from the ocean monument, allowing us to completely remove it. So what is the fastest way to clear an ocean monument? Is it A, mine the monument, then use sponges to clear the water? B, mine the monument and use drainer flying machines to drain the water? C, a combination of the above? Or D, build an entire world eater even though it's completely overkill? If you answered D, you are absolutely incorrect. That might be the worst way to go about this, which is exactly why I went with that option. To be fair, this probably did save a lot of time since we don't have access to haste beacons yet. And after not too long, the entire ocean monument was gone. And the last problem we had to get out of the way before building the farm was the sheer amount of glass we needed. This felt impossible to get from just villagers, so instead I constructed a sand duplicator near the end portal, which would then smelt some of the duplicated sand into glass, but this contraption actually had another use. Every time an entity enters the end, the platform you spawn on regenerates. That allows us to constantly mine the platform while AFKing, which makes this a fairly low-end obsidian farm. Finally, we were able to build the guardian farm, and I had an ace up my sleeve to make this as efficient as possible. To achieve that, we have to send the guardians into the nether as fast as possible so that they don't count towards the mob cap anymore. So I had the idea of funneling the guardians directly into a slice portal. This can be done by using an update skipper, which basically causes an infinite loop of updates when you destroy the portal frame. This eventually skips the infinite loop of updates, but also the updates caused by breaking the nether portal, which means that it doesn't fully break. And this is what allows us to directly send guardians into the portals by making use of bubble columns. That's also the reason why we had to make this farm before 1.20, since this specific update skipper design got patched in that version. Originally, I had the idea of using headless pistons to get rid of the lower portal frame. This would instantly break the obsidian block below it and save us a lot of time, but sadly you have to be able to insta-mine the piston with haste 2 to achieve this, and we don't have beacons yet, so I had to mine all the obsidian manually. The killing chamber was fairly simple. Just drop the guardians through a slice portal onto a platform of even more slice portals. Since the guardians have to wait 15 seconds before being able to enter another portal, they instead just die of fall damage and only their items get to go through the portal right away, which will then lead them into the storage system. And finally, the last step to complete this farm was to place the water back. This is by far the most powerful farm we've ever made in this world. And after running it for about an hour, most of the storage system was already filled up, so it's safe to say that this was an enormous success. Now with this project done, it was finally time to update to 1.20. But the creator of the map actually made a data pack that removes the world border to turn this into an infinite skyblock map, while still allowing structures to spawn. Since the world border was about to disappear, I wanted to make use of it one last time. If we get too close to it, we get teleported back to spawn, which prevents us from simply getting blocks from outside the void perimeter. However, by using a self-returning flying machine, I was able to send it into the world border and grab a single deep state diamond ore block. This is just for the sake of collection, so for the time being, it's just gonna stay safe in the ender chest. And with that done, it was finally time to actually update the world to 1.20. With this, we have way more options than ever before, so let me know what you think I should do next in this series. I have a lot of plans already, but I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. And with that, I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.